What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about what in the world just happened at the Federal Reserve's most recent FOMC meeting, as well as give a little bit of an update regarding inflation and the recession. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Come and join us in the VIP club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. And of course, make sure to go and get your 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. If you refer a friend by August 15th, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 100 free fractional shares. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Monday, August 1st, 2022. It's actually pouring rain outside. I don't know if you can hear it on camera. If you can, not really a whole lot I can do about that. And as soon as this video is over, believe it or not, I'm actually going to be going outside and filming 3 videos in the rain, because unfortunately I can't control the weather and I have to knock out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's videos before this afternoon. But today I wanted to talk about a couple of different things. I wanted to talk about 3 main takeaways from the latest Fed meeting: the rate hike, inflation expectations, and Jerome Powell's comments on the recession. So for those of you that did not know, the Federal Reserve's most recent FOMC meeting and press conference took place last Wednesday, July 27th. I know I'm a little late on this. I was actually not even around or online for the last 11 days. The last 11 videos I posted were all pre-recorded and scheduled to upload at very specific times. A lot happened in those 11 days, by the way, but anyway, let's dive into what happened at the Fed meeting. First things first, we got another 75 basis point rate hike, which ever since the June CPI report came out last month and read 9.1% inflation, it's been the general assumption by pretty much everyone that we would be getting at least another 75 basis point hike. Some even calling for or questioning whether or not we would see a historic 100 basis point hike. And what's interesting about the 75 that we got is that we weren't even supposed to get that much of an increase. For the rest of this year, we were only supposed to be seeing 25 to 50 basis point hikes from here on out. But because of inflation remaining persistent and continuing to climb, we had to implement another 75. So that was the rate hike we got. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that the Fed is looking for what they call, quote unquote, compelling evidence that inflation is coming down. Now, the next FOMC meeting won't be in August. We're off rate hikes until September, the end of September, which means by the time the next big meeting rolls around, we will have gotten 2 CPI reports, 2 more. July's report, which is coming out within the next week and a half, and then the FOMC report for the month of August, which will be coming out early to mid-September. And then the FOMC meeting at the end of the month. This means we have twice as much time to see if inflation's going to start cooling down or not. Because remember a few months back, we saw inflation drop from 8.5% to 8.3%. And then the next month it bounced, went all the way up to 8.6%. And now it's even higher, 9.1%. So going month by month can sometimes give people false hope if we see a little bit of a downward inflection, but time will tell. For now, all we can do is wait for the next two CPI reports to be released. At that point, we can begin trying to figure out what the Fed's next move is likely going to be. That way we can try our best to stay at least a couple steps ahead of the game. Get some insight. And now finally, I wanted to mention that apparently the recession has been postponed. Now, of course, no one knows for absolute sure whether or not we're currently in a recession as we speak. Maybe, many of us at least, including myself, assume that we are in a recession right now, based on economic performance at least, over the last couple of months. And remember, a recession by definition is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. We already had negative GDP in the first quarter of the year, and we just finished up the second quarter of the year. So with that first quarter of negative GDP, that meant that we were technically halfway into an on-paper recession. All we need to seal the deal is for the next GDP report, which will be released this month, to read that we had negative GDP growth in Q2, following negative GDP in Q1. But at the July 27th press conference, Jerome Powell stated that he doesn't believe we're currently in a recession. Now, personally, like I said before, I believe we are in a recession, and I think the upcoming GDP report will confirm that. From my perspective, I see far more signs pointing toward a recession than not. So as for what Jerome Powell said, number one, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're not in a recession. Who knows? But two, and this is what I think is going on, I think Powell is just trying to instill a little bit of confidence to prevent a market shock and give some reassurance to the average Joe out there worried about losing his job if a recession occurs and causes the company that he works for to start laying off employees. At the end of the day, the GDP report isn't even out yet, so technically it's too early to even be making conclusive statements. I don't really know what Jerome Powell is on about, and to be honest with you, I really don't care. He's not the end-all, be-all. He's just the guy that comes out and gives boring answers to boring questions. I know people don't listen to press conferences or read reports in full. We're living in headline culture, so that's where I come in. I review what's being said, I review what's being done, I break it down as best I can, I try to translate it from political, legal, mumbo-jumbo jargon to actual English, and I post it as a video. So I want you guys to head on down in the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. We got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, and a bunch of different designs. A lot of the products are helping us raise some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month, live streams multiple times a week, deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free, and every Saturday morning I post a brand new vlog, and there are a ton of other perks as well. VIP Club link in the description. I guarantee you it's worth it. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get up to 12 free fractional shares by simply downloading Webull and funding your account. You can deposit as little as you'd like. It could be as little as a penny, and it still works. It still counts. You still get your free stocks. And these fractional shares can be companies like Ford, Coca-Cola, companies like that. And if you refer one friend to the app by August 15th, you got 2 weeks left to do this, Webull's going to give you a spin on the Webull wheel, which guarantees you at least 15 free fractional shares. You might get 35, you might get 50, you might get all the way up to 100 free fractional shares just by referring a friend. And you can do this multiple times, by the way. I believe you can do this 10 times. You have the chance of winning potentially all the way up to 1,000 free fractional shares just by clicking the little invite button and send it to one person that you know. That's it. It's quite literally that simple. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to the most recent FOMC meeting, what are your thoughts on getting another 75 basis point hike? What are your thoughts on the Fed's stance on inflation and that they're looking for consistently moving in a downward direction? Not just a month of being down a fraction of a percent, but 2, maybe 3 months of moving in a downward direction. Do you think we're going to see that by the end of the year? And then, of course, your thoughts on Jerome Powell's belief that we are not currently in a recession. Would you agree with him? Would you disagree with him? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.